Hey guys, welcome to your reading. We're going to see who's coming out of that. All right. We've got Aries. Okay, Aries, this is for you, mate. Apologies for the delay, but we're here now. All right. So we're going to get stuck into this, Aries. I wonder how you guys have been. Okay, the sun is shining in the air, smells like warm root beer is the first thing that's coming through. That's lyrics from a song of Weird Al Yankovic. When Spirit usually brings that song to my attention, it talks about either going on an adventure or doing things, but maybe not having enough money to be able to achieve the desired results, okay? It is a journey, it is a learning experience. There may be some sort of unexpectedness, but I feel for somebody here, something's being brought to light, okay? They're showing me a sun, okay, and coming to terms with things, apparently, okay, for somebody here. Just take it as it comes, my sweet. Okay, so take it as it comes, my sweet. Now, I'm not sure where the hell that's coming from. I feel like it's a loved one, definitely on the other side here. There's a lady here, okay, who's looking actually quite light and bright. She's got maybe shoulder length hair. She looks like she's glowing. Like, to me, by looking at that, I'd say that she may have maybe blonde or lighter colored hair, okay, but she's actually, like, all of her is actually looking quite bright. I just heard mid-30s here for someone, and early 40s, okay, so there could be two possible loved ones here which are communicating, and spirit blend in and out as well, guys, so just remember that, as in if the whole message doesn't apply but some does, that could be, one loved one coming in and then another one kind of coming in to say something else as well, okay? So I just heard the word car accident as well. Car accident could be significant, okay? On any level, okay, whether it's to do with these, two ladies who may have passed over, and the name Denise as well, the name Denise. Okay, or getting back to the car thing, it could be regarding your own personal safety as well. If you've been worried about this sort of thing, okay, guys, like get your vehicle checked or get something checked out, to avoid these sorts of things, by all means do that. Otherwise, it's significant, possibly connected to this loved one on the other side, okay? Just thought I'd explain that. Geez, that was a bombardment, guys. I'm not used to so much information from, past loved ones coming through, especially, when it's double, okay, or even possibly triple messages there, all right? That's, like, significant, all right? So anyway, we're going to get into this, okay? So just know, that your past loved ones. I'm actually seeing someone crying. Okay, so I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, someone's crying and they've got like a handkerchief or a tissue or something just wiping away under one of their eyes. Quiet moments, okay? You may have gone through this or maybe going through this. But you're the type of person to soldier on, apparently. Okay, so that's great. That's really good. Oh, wow, you've got a team effort here on the other side, right? They're actually cheering you on, saying, go you, go you. Just take that time out necessary to be able to achieve, all right, and to heal and to clear, okay, because that's more important than anything else. The achieving can come later, all right, but it is part of the process, to take that time out and to heal and to cleanse, okay, and for somebody here, it's cleanse, ground, protect as well. Please get on top of that and please keep that up. All right, so we're going to get into your cards, guys. Find peace within this situation. Okay, they're showing me a rainbow, and that usually represents peace, hope. Oh wow, love and joy as well is also coming through, and it seems to be coming through from some ascended masters as well. The words ascended masters actually came through for you guys, all right? So you could be working with these sorts of things, okay? On the other side, you're going to know if this is you. Otherwise, get in touch and get in tune with yourself. Someone's really connected to the earth here, guys. The word paganism is actually coming through. Get grounded, okay, and put your energy into the earth as such, to ground your energy. But they're showing me like you as a beautiful tree, an old tree. The word oak tree is actually coming through, and planting your feet and your energy on the ground, okay? Slow and steady wins the race here for someone, okay? And they're still directing this to driving, okay? So I don't know what it is about driving. It could be literal, like literal driving, or symbolic driving, just throughout life or whatever. But someone's here saying, keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't get distracted, okay? And get your vehicle checked here for someone, especially the tires. Okay, so this has come through a few times. Okay, like a lot, like even on the channel, but even with like personal reads and stuff like that. Now's the time to get your vehicle checked, apparently. Okay, so if you're feeling that, like if that's an actual sign from God, go get your vehicle checked. Otherwise, keep your eyes on the road. Pay attention. Okay, because we don't want any mishaps. We only want what's best for you, apparently. And you know, it's important to bloody be responsible. Okay, the word social injustice just came through. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this, guys. I just need a tissue for 2 seconds. Wow, I should leave these videos so long because this is like, oh wow, what a bloody bombardment, mate. You guys must have been hanging out. Okay, now that we've got that sorted, we are going to, they're saying paying attention to the details. All right, so pay attention to the details if you need to. For somebody here, it's fine print. The words contract, lawyers, and I just heard the bare necessities is actually coming through. So making sure that you possibly got the bare basics, the bare necessities. This could be an overall theme. And I got a thumbs up saying good result. Okay, so put your mind at ease. Okay, you're exactly where you need to be regarding this. I'm feeling like stressed out to do with formal arrangements, dealings, agreements, stuff like that. But you're exactly where you need to be. There's a take it as it comes here, knowing that everything does happen for a reason, and it feels like for the greater good of all. Like it feels like, you know, if someone misses out on something here, it's a relief. Okay, it's a bloody relief here for someone. Okay, so that's great. But don't get pushed into it. Okay, there's kind of a bit of a pushing aspect. All right, so say no. All right, say no if this is not for you. Otherwise, we've got some sort of good result, a formality, and a well done. Okay, wow, guys. All right, so everyone's going through their own experiences here. Unicorn. All right, unicorn represents fact, fiction, but illusion. Okay, reality. Someone just said destiny. Okay, this could be a bit of a deal. All right, this is wow. Could be changing truths, changing loyalties. There could be some sort of mishap, apparently, okay? That may or may not apply. Please just take on board the messages that are for you and just discard the rest, okay? So it's going to speak to everyone differently. With the unicorn here, this talks about dreaming, daydreams, illusions, fantasies, and sorting the fact from the fiction. Try not to get stuck in the head regarding anything, all right? We've got hawk here. Hawk represents systems, structures, anything to do with governments, agencies, corporations, stuff like that, okay? It's got a system, it's got a hierarchy, right? Seems to be within its power. Good result here for somebody. Hawk also represents having to go through like rules, regulations, stuff like that, but also seeing things from a different angle and a broader perspective. Having a bird's eye view on the situation also, okay? There's a new day dawning here for someone, and the light will be shone upon a significant topic or challenge, possibly an area or a subject. Okay, so this is interesting, guys. Okay, for somebody here, it's seeing things with fresh eyes from a new perspective. They're showing me someone going like this. Okay, so seeing things with fresh eyes. Change could be apparent, mate. And I feel like somebody or everybody, you know, better jump on board, mate. And so, you know, it feels like a freshen up, a shake up kind of, but it actually feels refreshing within this situation, okay? We've got Otter here. Otter, someone just said taking a time out. Okay, that could be a bit of a deal. Bullied, picked on. You could possibly feel like someone or you is being in the limelight. It could be a subject, a topic matter, all right? But either way, the Otter's feeling vulnerable, mate, and possibly targeted, okay? He's got a bit of a target there. There is a semi-toxic energy, all right? And that semi-toxicity could be anything. Could be yourself, okay? Could be all in the head, mate. Like just feeling vulnerable and picked on in general, or it could actually be legit, okay? So let's have a look at what's reality and what's not, okay? What's actually happening in our reality and what's, you know, illusion as such. But take that time out necessary, right? Now, something here needs to stop. So someone's actually going through something here which feels quite significant, okay? So something needs to stop, and that could be on any level, all right? Just have a good look. Me personally, what I do is I like to look at myself, right, first and go, okay, is it me? Is it me, you know what I mean? Is it my thought processes which aren't helping this situation? Am I feeding, you know, fear, worry, anxiety, stuff like that? Have a good look at that if you're into this sort of jazz. Otherwise, it's about stepping up to the plate and speaking to the appropriate personnel or people to put an end to something here. Okay, for somebody else, this talks more on a personal level. Okay, so I feel like this is a separate message. This is directly connected to a personal romantic relationship and possible self-reflection. Okay, so either one of those or both. Okay, with the swan here, it normally talks about a romantic opportunity, a romantic relationship. They're saying it takes two to tango, so it's either, you know, whether you or the person is willing to jump on board or otherwise. That's I just said it's up to the universe. Okay, so that might be someone's belief system, but it's like you know, it takes two to tango, right? So this is about seeing things clearly. Now I just said lack of judgment, okay, but knowing that everything happens for a reason, and lack of judgment is always supposed to be, okay? So when my guides talk to me and they say lack of judgment sometimes, okay, but it's always to be, it feels like there's kind of a bit of a destiny vibe, and that you know, someone here really had to go through the process here and let it be how it is, or let it unfold how it is, so they could learn, grow, and density shed, remove what no longer serves. It's an actual deal. So how far is it that you want to go down this rabbit hole? You know what I mean? But the romantic relationship seems to be within its power for somebody here, okay? But they're still saying it takes two to tango. The self-reflection thing, as you can see with the symbology of the swan, could be actually quite significant regarding these sorts of either formalities or relationships, okay? Something's being put on the back burner here and no more, okay? And it's like a cutting that out, all right? So it's about fronting up or confronting or getting something done here, okay? Either way, I'm getting a pretty good vibe off this. I'm unsure why. It's going to speak to everybody differently. There's a take your time, but a hurry up. You may feel pushed for time, okay? But I feel like someone here, it could be beneficial to take that time out, or a slow and steady approach here. Someone just said slow and steady wins a race, okay? So do take that. It's a necessity apparently here for somebody. So if you're feeling that, try not to be forced or pushed into anything, okay? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, okay? And it's destined to be if it's meant to be. You know what I mean? It takes an element of faith with these things, guys. All right, we've got Gazelle here. Gazelle in the reverse, okay? Gazelle talks about two things. It talks about an enlightenment on the fact and having a, you know, a chill perspective and seeing things basically, they're still saying with fresh eyes, okay? So that fresh ideal and broader perspective or a different, you know, approach or, you know, broader angle here could be a bit of a deal. But it talks about enlightenment, okay, on a topic, an issue, or whatever else that's going on, or it talks about an expectancy as such. So it's like, you know, the gazelle's there sitting on his butt waiting for things, okay? That may or may not work in your highest good, but just take it as it comes, okay? This enlightenment thing, I feel like somebody really knows that everything happens for a reason. Cruising, there's a cruising, but there's also a cruising for a bruising as well. I don't know, separate. We're talking about expectancy, like expecting things, expecting, you know, people to do things for us or something like that. That could be a bit of a deal, all right? Bloody look into that, okay? And I just heard it's every man for himself and batten down the hatches, okay? So when they say batten down the hatches, storms may be predicted, okay? But it doesn't mean the weatherman's always correct, but bloody look into it, okay? For somebody here, it's a 50-50 split of intelligence and intuition, okay? And the words knowledge, wisdom, and logic is also coming through. It's a sense of being and a sense of enlightenment, probably knowing as well. Like, I'm really feeling that somebody's just either in their zen or come to some sort of conclusion, agreement, arrangement, or an understanding here where you're just like, yep, okay, I know, okay? So it's a feeling within and without for somebody here, and there's a direct reference to the all-seeing eye, okay? So that's going to speak to you. However, we've got Firefly in the reverse here. They're saying toxic energy removed. That's fantastic, okay? I feel like it's a credit to you if you've taken that time out to remove these toxicities, especially if they're toxicities of the mind, okay? Or toxic environments, okay? That feels great. We're coming back stronger and better than ever, okay, for somebody here, which is great. Firefly can represent chasing after pretty little shiny things, okay, and trying to capture them, or distractions as well, okay. It can mean running after and trying to achieve hopes, dreams and goals, okay, but it's like a short-term thing. They are referencing to long-term here and also long-term consequences, okay. So this could be enlightening. You may know regarding these certain topics with the Firefly that we just covered. It's an all-knowing, okay. So now's the time. Hop to it. I'm getting a bit of a come on, let's go, okay. Don't waste any more time. Let's get into this. Okay, so if we're talking about Firefly in reverse, we're talking about dropping bad habits, dropping distractions, and the word petty is coming through. Okay, so there could be an aspect regarding petty or pettiness, okay, and things which fizzle out and no longer serve, okay. You know, to achieve good growth, I feel like someone's just like, you know what, I'm done with the things that keep, you know, dying or fizzling out or only temporary. Let's get into this, you know what I mean? I want something long-standing, long-lasting, you know, something like that. Okay, so oh, that could be a bit of a deal. We've got deer here, okay? Deer usually represents a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It can mean someone younger than yourself or someone young at heart, okay? So that's a bit of a thing. If we're not talking about that, we're talking about someone who is sensitive, gentle, but got their 2 feet on the ground, okay? They may be cautious or overly cautious, okay? And basically, if there's a twig snap, the deer's out. All right, that's what goes on. All right, but generally speaking, the deer is actually quite a lovely creature, and he's so cute. Like, look at his little eyes. Okay, so you're going to be feeling this, okay? Pay attention to the details and keep an ear out, all right? Those ears are really getting me, all right? So, and there's a sniff, like a sniffing out as well. I'm getting really drawn to his nose, which is cute also. All right, so you may be feeling this, guys. I don't know, but whoever this person is, okay, I'm really picking up on children here for someone. So a child may be involved, or this could be a child. This person is within their power, right? But there's a caution, like they may be a kind of a cautious creature, but they're beautiful, okay? And I'm really picking up, I'm seeing a mother and child, like and small child type deal, and it's kind of, you know, if you can get a visual of the deer and the little one, having a bit of a munch and stuff together in the forest, okay, that's kind of the symbology we're picking up here. There's something more about that forest. Spending more time in nature might be able to help assist you on your journey, okay? So we're going to get some more information regarding this, okay? We're going to pull... Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to pull a spellcasters off this. All right, so the unicorn and the hawk, we'll try and get some more information, see what goes on. What's the time? 16 minutes. Sweet. Okay, we're taking those 2. Yeah, there is a real, like, take your time and hurry up. Okay, so, yeah, that's a thing. Oh my goodness, you can't even make it up. Okay, all right. Sorry, I just saw, guys. We'll get to the bottom of this. All right, there's 2 cups here, which seems to be within its power. Okay, this talks about romantic relationships. This is almost the equivalent of this. Okay, so it's 2 different decks and it's basically the same symbology. Okay, so that's really strong energy, guys. When it happens to be on the bottom of the deck, to me, it feels like an overall energy. Okay, so the self-reflection could be paramount, the giving and the receiving, that could be paramount. Personal relationships, whether they're romantic or close-knit relationships here, there is a romantic overtone here. Romance angels are coming in here for someone, okay? So romance angels either help revive, refresh, replenish, or initiate or start a romantic relationship, okay? So that could apply to whoever, whatever. Try not to give up hope here for someone, okay? So anyway, back to the unicorn and the hawk here. For somebody here, we've got a King of Cups. All right, King of Cups may be involved. This usually talks about a masculine energy, Cancer. Cancer, I almost said Panther. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? All right, and that could be a bit of a deal. All right, whoever this gentleman is, he seems to be within his power. All right, in this circumstance for somebody, oh my goodness, I just heard the words, there's no going back. Okay, so that could be a bit of a deal, all right? Whatever it is, he sees through his power, and for somebody here, he's a good guy, all right? He feel like a good guy. We've got the moon here, which is Cancer and Pisces energy, as well as heavy Pisces energy, you guys. But with the moon here, there's self-doubt, okay? Doubt, unable to maybe trust the process, maybe not being able to see things clearly, okay? This is very, very, very similar to the unicorn energy, okay? It's about what's fact, what's fiction, daydream, illusion, you know what I mean? It's basically a fogginess, okay, and not being able to see clearly. Okay, so there's something here about letting it blow over. With the hawk here, I really feel like, and someone just said something could be contagious. I don't know what that is though. With the hawk here, this talks about taking a proactive approach or a different perspective. Okay, so that might be able to assist you on your journey. Okay, there is the batten down the hatches, all right? Storms may be predicted, but don't be fearing the worst, guys. Like, serious. But if you see, like, bloody storm clouds on the freaking horizon, obviously there's going to be a bit of a, it's like, but, try not to make a mountain out of a molehill either. Like, it's rationality, it's using, logic, intelligence, and wisdom within these situations, okay? And, there is a sense of... on a separate message here, fighting for your right to party as well, okay? But there's an element of forcing here and overindulgence or overforcing, pushing things maybe. Take a step back, let us take the reins from here. Okay, so take that step back. Let spirit guide you. There's a sense of release, trust. I just heard the words mistrust. That could be a bit of a deal. Just take it as it comes, okay? But, if you're up for this, you may need to surrender, okay, to either divine process or knowing that everything happens for a reason, right? It's even about like knowledge, wisdom, like logic and things, and just trying to, see things, learn, grow, understand. It could be connected with spirituality, you know what I mean, and how these things work. So, taking a different view or perspective with things that, can't scientifically be proven, such as spirituality or beliefs or whatever. Okay. Anyway, we're moving on now because I'm going to run out of time, guys. Really feels it. All right, here we go. Which is not even the case. I've still got at least 10 minutes, right? So calm your farm on that one if you're feeling pushed for time. All right, take a reality, like a look at what's actually going on here, all right? That may be able to assist you. So we got Otter and Swan here. Take a time out, take a breather. Someone needs to take a breather. They're showing me a Kit Kat. All right, it's like have a break, have a Kit Kat, right? You might want to do that. Okay, and for somebody here, up the bloody water, please. Up the water. I'm seeing someone be dehydrated and they need to flush out their system. I'm getting things like detoxes come through, like lemon detox and stuff. Someone needs to flush out their system. You're going to know if this is you. Okay, so work on that. It's a good time for detoxes, apparently. Could be with they're saying the stars have aligned with that. Okay, so use that to your advantage. Jump on board. All right, Otter and Swan. Here we go. We've got the 10 of Pentacles here. So this could be a separate message or to do with that Otter and Swan energy. We've got the 10 of Pentacles and it represents family finances. Okay, it can also mean small to medium-sized businesses, family inheritances. I just heard the word taxes and tax avoidance too, which is actually quite interesting. So I don't know how that's fitting into whatever, but they're saying for the greater good of all, right? For the greater good of all, and that's it. And something's done and dusted here. Okay, so this seems to be within its power. Okay, if we're talking about those things. Okay, we've got work too, which is within its power. Okay, so finances seem to be going okay. All right, there just seems to be some fear, worry, vulnerability. This calls for a time out, self-reflection, perhaps. This could be a tertiary learning experience, especially if this is, where we're heading. We want long-term goals here, but this seems to be within its power. There is a keep going. There is a motivational vibe, okay? Work's coming in here for someone, so quit your shit. Sorry, guys, but it's just like a... Okay, so this is like, you get a bit of a tell it off going, you've got no reason to worry, would you quit it? Okay, take this time out and use it to your advantage maybe, but it's hard to trust. This is a bit of a trustful. Okay, this is significance. This is of significance, this is significant. Okay, I feel like it's personal learning, growing, healing, and removing what no longer serves, especially to do with toxicities. We've got the 6 of Wands here, which talks about success. Okay, it can talk about success, willpower, and it can also talk about ego as well. Okay, so someone just said dumping the bad habits. Okay, so try to dump bad habits. They're actually showing me a garbage truck, which is interesting, and taking it to the tip. Taking it to the tip. All right, so that could be a sign from God. All right, that's funny. Recycling as well. Okay, there's recycling here, and charitable events, charity stores, and for some reason the word deposit or depositing is coming through, which is actually quite interesting. That could be significant on the financial fronts. Okay, and I just said financial industry as well. Whatever it is, they're still referencing to it takes 2 to tango, so jump on board. That's the Swan energy here with those 2 aspects there. Gemini energy, apparently. Okay, so there could be Gemini energy involved. If we're talking about success or not, this seems to insinuate that there is some sort of success or feeling a sense of achievement, okay, regarding this. But I'm still getting that once bitten, twice shy. There could be ego involved, okay? That may or may not apply to your circumstance, all right? Because this is going to speak to everybody differently. But it feels like a good result, like seriously. It feels great. All right, we're going to look into the gazelle and the firefly going on here. We'll get some spellcasters. How interesting. It's got my curiosity factor, guys. All of a sudden, I really want to look into things. Wow, you can't even make it up. It's just it's reflective energy of what's coming out, guys. Like, if you guys are familiar with this deck, it's really quite similar, okay? Even though we're using 2 different decks. That's amazing. Okay, there's a lot of cards that fell out, so we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. Emperor, what are we doing? We're doing Aries, guys. This is the card of Aries, and you fell out upside down. Okay, so that might actually happen. You never know. All right, but watch your words and anger. Okay, this can be. It may be to do with you. It may be to do with someone that you're either working with or dealing with you. Somebody or something feels out of control or lost control. It's almost coming through like a bushfire or a wildfire here. Please keep an eye on the news for anyone in any part of the world, okay? But this is a sense of bossiness, pushiness. In the upright here, we're talking about someone who is within their power, knows what to do within a situation, jumps in and gets it done, okay? So there is a ruling factor in owning it, okay? Being your own boss, okay? There might be a significant challenge, an obstacle, or delay, either on your end or someone else's end, okay? Just take this as it comes. I feel like someone's feeling worse for wear, okay? And I'm actually seeing this sort of energy turn around in due time. I feel like somebody needs to get themselves sorted, and their energy levels, because energy levels depleted actually came through. So have a good look at that. If you need to get your iron levels checked or something like that, please work with your healthcare professional or doctor and get that crack-a-lacking, guys, because apparently now's the time, right? There's a significance here, and there's a significant life, love event installed here for someone, which could be wedding ring. I just said the words wedding ring. Okay, that could be a deal. All right, now bloody hell. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of pressure here. All right, so I don't know. I don't know, but just bloody 2 feet on the ground, mate. 2 feet on the ground. That could actually be a sign from God, or it could be a topic. Okay, or there's something surrounding either wedding ring, or wedding or ring. Okay, so that could be a bit of a deal. And it's got a ring to it. There's something that's got a ring to it. Oh, and it's a good ring. As in like, oh my goodness, they just showed me like the symbology of that and whatnot, but they just showed me a beautiful like singing bowl, and you know when you hit it on the side and it just rings out, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. This could be cleansing or healing for somebody. Okay, so that's good, and they're saying good results. Okay, so however that's speaking to you, we're sweet. Taking passionate steps forward. Okay, challenges overcome, they're saying, but one step at a time, little steps. There could be some sort of communication incoming here for you. Really picking up on that birds on a wire thing. Listen to yourself regarding this, but this is about slow and steady wins the race, one step at a time, right? We seem to have a little bit of passion, a little bit of motivation here. We have a compass, possibly a moral compass here, which is steering us on the right course. They're also showing me a ship. Okay, now someone could be fearing that their ship has sailed, and I just heard your ship has sailed. Okay, so that could actually be a deal, but don't freak out. Okay, life is good. You're going to be well aware if this is you. Don't be fearing the worst. There seems to be a lot of fear and emotion coming up within this reading, like not through the whole thing, but with certain cards. I just heard the words key aspects here. Okay, so that could be involved regarding something. Now's the time to density shed and get rid of what no longer serves. We've got Capricorn energy here with the devil. It may or may not apply, I guess, that Capricorn side of things, but it is the card of Capricorn. It's devil energy in reverse, guys. So this talks about overindulgence, okay? But it's about finding, and like addictions, things like that. But it's about finding freedom through limitation. For example, things such as budgets, okay? So we limit ourselves temporarily to be able to find and achieve that freedom later. That's what we're talking about. Diets, dietary requirements, it's about cutting back and limiting oneself for the time being to prove good long-term results, okay? And that's what we're talking about with that firefly energy. So this is about removing what no longer serves, okay, and putting in the effort to achieve the long-term goals rather than the short-term things that aren't of substance. Does that make sense? Hop to it, get into it, guys. Okay, we've got some sort of bloody injustice here, and it's like it takes two to tango. It's a deal. They're saying it's an injustice in the reverse, so that's an injustice which doesn't seem to be within its power. Okay, so there's a giddy up here, guys, and get into it. Leave the past in the past, and smooth sailing right into the future. I feel like there was some sort of past catastrophe here for somebody, and leaving it in the past, all right, and not letting it burden you anymore. We've got our Page of Swords in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse talks about, okay, I just heard social anxiety. That could be a bit of a deal, okay? That could have been an injustice in a way. Otherwise, we're talking about small messages, social media, text messages, or in the fact that this is in the reverse, guys, this could mean like social spying, okay, such as checking up on someone's Facebook and seeing what's going on. You could have been on the receiving end, or you could have been doing that yourself. All right, but they're saying that it takes two to tango regarding something here, and I'm really feeling that, okay? So, and there's a once bitten, twice shy as well, okay? So moral ethics are important here, but I feel like somebody in this situation may be refusing to learn, but that's okay. Leave the past in the past. Let's step forward in confidence. Don't let the past hold you back. We've got the Six of Pentacles here. This talks about charities and equal balancing, giving and receiving, okay? Take this as it comes. This does talk about finances, but this can mean anything. They're saying challenges overcome and challenges avoided regarding this. Fair, equal, even Stevens, all right? This is what's going on. Helping a sister or brother out, that could be a bit of a deal, and there could be a decision to make regarding this, sitting on the fence, not knowing. It's kind of like feeling like, I'm stuck, I'm stagnant, I better hurry up, otherwise I'm going to be in bloody trouble. Don't worry about it. Take the time out if you can, all right? Sometimes there is a bit of a, something needs to be done. For somebody here, you have taken enough time out. Let's go. And that's that chop, right? But, know that everything happens for a reason, okay? But there seems to be a choice here and a bit of a debacle. There could be a bit of a debacle here. With the Queen of Pentacles here, this is the same deal as it's Capricorn energy for somebody here, okay? That's the deer. Okay, so this is what goes on, all right? Well, in a way, they're very, very similar, okay? They do represent an earth sign, okay? So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it's very heavy Capricorn for some reason. This chick seems to be within her power, okay? So she's a mature age woman, feminine energy. She's got it going on, all right? She's got her 2 feet on the ground, she's firm and secure, but I'm hearing social anxiety. That could be to do with something, all right? I don't know whether she's dealing with something, someone else or something like that, but she seems to be within her power for some reason. She could be someone to be depended upon in times of injustice or crisis, apparently, all right? So get on top of that. My video is just about to cut out, so we're going to leave it there just in case. So, take it easy, guys. I'm going to do another video. If you require further guidance, I'll put it in the next video for you to be able to receive more guidance, okay? So if this is, because we kind of finished it halfway through, it feels, but I will try to get some more guidance out for you, all right? Otherwise, I hope these messages spoke to you, and namaste, so namaste, and I love you guys heaps. You guys take it easy. I really did end up feel like I ran out of time. Okay, but that's okay, all right? Because everything happens for a reason, all right? So I love you guys heaps. And there's a salute, okay? There's a saluting here coming across for some reason, okay? So salute in sacred service and duty to you. I love you guys so much. Take it easy, all right? I'll see you guys soon. See you.